You're listening to the Live Free podcast. I'm your host, Christine, certified life coach, pain to power mentor, and creator of Embody You Mindset Mastery School. I'm here today to discuss living life after disease, disaster, or adversity, to discuss living life fully once again, a life of hope, peace, and resiliency, a life fully embodied. I utilize the lessons that I learned going through not one, but two primary cancers. I'm here today to guide you to the life of your dreams, turn your pain into power, and lead you back to yourself. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Live Free podcast. Today, I want to talk about your perception, the perception of your world around you, and whether or not it is a good perception or one that doesn't serve you. And what I mean by that is today I am sitting inside and it is a rainy day outside and I feel very cozy and happy that I'm indoors and working on my business and all these things. And I got thinking about how in the past, I used to hate rainy days. Rainy days were so depressive. I woke up in the morning, it was raining, it wasn't a good day. And I would go to work and I would do all these things and I would complain about how I would just kill to be home and enjoying the rainy day. And so rainy days used to be a bad thing. And now I actually really enjoy rainy days. I have no pull to want to be outside. Instead, I really enjoy sitting in my office and doing my work. The rainy day hasn't changed. Not at all. My perception has changed. And therefore, what was once a detriment is now a gift. And I got thinking about how life is that way in every single aspect. Everything that we want in life is a perception of how we would like to feel. And I'll say that again. Everything we want in life is a perception of how we would like to feel. So when you say, I want better health, it's because you want to feel at ease. When you say, I want more money, it's because you want to feel more freedom. When you say, I want to be slimmer, it's because you want to feel more confident. It is not the thing that we are interested in. It is the feeling that that thing omits. And therefore, everything that you want in life, when people say, believe that you can have it before and then you will manifest it, they don't mean believe that you have it, that you have money already. Because try telling somebody who has no money that they have money and then have them get behind that idea. That's not it. Instead, it's take in the feeling that money will give you. Get clarity on what it is that you are wanting from the thing that you are wanting, the emotion, the feeling, and take that on now. And therefore, you already have everything that you want at your fingertips. I could have, when I used to hate rainy days, I could have gone out and I could have enjoyed the coziness that rainy gives me, even though I was away at work. I could have taken that on, but I chose not to. I chose to have a perception that didn't serve me. And my day went like this all day, every time it rained. My day would be ruined. And then I would feel bad all day instead of feeling good. Good feels good and bad feels bad. So in essence, I made a choice. I made a choice to have a bad day because I didn't choose to feel the feeling that I wanted from that thing. Someday when I'm home, I'll get to enjoy rainy days. And now that I'm home and I'm enjoying rainy days, I'm realizing that it is the feeling that I was after, not being home on a rainy day. And yes, of course, money will inherently bring happiness. Being home on a rainy day will inherently bring happiness. Being slim will inherently bring happiness. But if you do not have the thing that you want right now, if you're not happy in your life, then choose the feeling that that will give you now. And then your perception, your life, your day, the way things go for you will be available to you now without having to wait for the money or the slim body or the whatever it is that you're wanting. Instead of having to wait and wait and wait to get to that point, instead, you can have it now. Right now. Anything that you are wanting, someday I'll be happy when you get to pick that. You get to be happy now. Because you can access the emotion that you are wanting as soon as you get clear in it. Because we know what we are wanting. Whatever want that you have, whatever burning desire that you have in your life right now. Right now I'm really excited to speak on stages. I've got a bunch of speaking gigs coming up and I'm really excited. And the reason for those speaking gigs being so exciting is because I want to be seen. I want to inspire. I want people to hear what I have to say and have them reflect back to me their joy when they listen to me speak. And I can access that feeling of what it really boils down to is this feeling of being seen and being confident. And I can access that feeling now. I don't have to wait for the talk. I can do that now. I don't have to wait till I'm on stage. I can do that now. And so, where in your life can you begin to access what you are wanting emotionally from the thing, the physical thing that you are wanting now? I know for many survivors, it is health. Health is the big one. We have a burning desire to never have our cancer come back. There's a fear. I just want to be cancer free. I want so badly for someone to give me I will always be cancer free. But you can have the emotion of feeling like you don't have cancer now. That you are impenetrable, that you are healthy, that you are vibrant now. Because I'm sorry to say, but if you are continually waiting for someday when you feel more confident, when you feel that your body is healthy, when you feel that someone gives you the thing that says, yeah, you're good again, you're good now, then there's going to be so much life wasted in fear, in wanting. How many rainy days that I just hated when I could have been enjoying it. And so this is what I mean when I say we can change our perception of our experiences. If you begin to feel healthy now, if you begin to feel impenetrable, if you begin to feel that your cancer will never come back now, then if it were to come back, then you would have spent the last 5-10 years enjoying so much of your life, every single moment. And maybe, just maybe, it's the reason it never comes back is because you're not in stress. You're not in fear. And I believe that can be true for us. But can you see that if it were to come back, that the life that you could live between now and then, between here and there, could be so vibrant and so full so that if it were to come back, that you would have lived a very good life up till that point, and then you'll deal with it, and then you'll live a good life again, right? But if you do not shift your perception in whatever it is that you are wanting, you will continually be in this, well, I'm here and it's there. This idea of future being something outside of yourself and the past being something outside of yourself, the other direction. The future will never be in your present. Your present is always what's happening. In 5 years, when you're technically in your future, you'll be in your present. 5 years ago, when you were technically in your past, you can't see me making bunny ears, quotation marks, then you were in your present. So all we have is now. That's all we'll ever have. There is no future and no past. There is now in 5 years, and there's now 5 years ago. And that's it. There's just now. That's it. That's all there is. And so how can you shift your perception of life and of the things that you are wanting so that you can have vibrancy now, so that you can be happy right now? I get it. It's not easy to go through disease and to just be flown back into life and what do I do now? Or it's not easy to struggle financially and you've been trying and you've been putting in all this effort and your husband can't get a job and all these sorts of things. And yeah, it's hard. I get that. I'm not mitigating the fact that bad things feel bad, or that when things don't go your way, they don't feel good. But we can access a different side of ourselves in that time. Instead of waiting for your husband to get the job, instead, feel joy for what you have. Access that emotion of, 5 years ago, we couldn't afford the things we can afford now. And so therefore, I can have this gratitude. And in 5 years from now, we'll have even more things to be grateful for. So I'm going to start feeling grateful now. Whatever it is that you're going through, access the emotion that you are wanting that thing to give you, and you will draw it to you faster. Not to mention, you'll enjoy the process so much more. So the next rainy day that you are at work and you're thinking to yourself, I would give anything to be home right now. Ask yourself the question, what is the emotion that I'm wanting from being home right now on a rainy day? Is it to be comfy and cozy? Well, then find a way to be comfy and cozy at work. You can access these things now. You don't have to live in someday I'll be happy every day. Because, my friends, if there's anything that we have learned, it is that someday is not always guaranteed. And so I ask you to, instead of waiting for someday, to access it now and to live the life of your dreams now. Because we're all waiting for something. And any person who's quote unquote made it will tell you that they got there and they were shocked at how unhappy they still were. And that's because they thought that something outside of themselves would make them happy, but that wasn't it. It was the emotion that they were yearning for that was going to make them happy. And when they are chasing the physical, and they get there, they realize, oh, it was actually always about the emotional, and now I need to work on my emotional. So busy chasing the physical, you'll miss that. Right? So, yes. So I digress. So life is about finding the peace, unity, serenity, and happiness in the chaos, not in the future when it's good. Because the future will never come. There's no such thing as the future. The future is your present moment, but in 5 years from now. So begin to enjoy the now. I hope this has been illuminating and helpful. I hope you enjoy the next rainy day. All my love. Thank you so much for listening. If you found expansion with this last episode, then that means that others will too. And the best way to get the word out about the podcast is by leaving a review. I would be so grateful if you could leave me a review and let me know how you felt about the podcast. Included in the show notes will be everything that we talked about today, including all of my transformative programs. Change is just on the horizon, my friend.